Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. It's turning into another marathon show, isn't it? It's not quite the 2 hours of Saturday, but we're getting there. Craig and Stevie with us here in the studio. Frank joins us as well.
2 hours.
Yes. Yep. 2 hours of quality television served up on Saturday.
I mean, there must have been some dross in the last 20 minutes. Pete must absolute guff.
Pete must have been loving it.
Speaking of dross, let's get on with Extra Time. Stevie, once again, it's Liverpool versus Real Madrid or Manchester United against Barcelona. If you had to only watch one, which would it be?
That's a silly
question. Come on. You're watching Liverpool-Real Madrid.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's going to be torture. But I'm watching that before that other stuff.
Before that other stuff?
Aye.
Oh. Did you enjoy the United-Barcelona game? It was good, though, wasn't it?
Well, it'd been better if Xavi had picked his starting 11.
What?
Well, he did. He made changes, didn't he?
Oh, Stevie. It was still
Well,
fun.
he did make changes.
Was it a fun game? Yes. Was it entertaining? Yes.
Yeah, it was
Well, just say
entertaining.
that.
Listen, he wanted the strongest team out because he wanted United to get beat. Let's just cut through.
That shouldn't be a surprise. That shouldn't come as any surprise.
Frank, Liverpool, Real Madrid, United or Barcelona? Which are you more excited about?
Oh, no, definitely Liverpool-Real Madrid. It's Champions League. Come on. It's top of the top. No way I'm going to watch the other one.
Frank, I gave that answer last week, and Mr. Thomas wasn't having it as an answer.
Well, my sell was that the quality between the two games was going to be higher in the United-Barcelona match, but we don't have to go over all that again. Why does Pep refuse to use his substitutes? Probably the highest quality bench, yet he didn't make a sub until 1-1 in the 88th minute, especially with a Champions League game midweek. He's reluctant, isn't he? I think if you look through his games.
See, you're probably asking the wrong person.
Why? Well, Pep's not here.
No, because I grew up, the culture of Liverpool was that, you know, the team that was picked for a reason. And whether you won the game in the first minute or the last minute, they generally never... Now, yes, there wasn't 5 subs.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure there wouldn't have been that many changes made.
Because there was only one sub.
Yeah, but the point of it is as well... Hold on. The point as well is that, you know, Liverpool in particular, we scored a lot of goals in the last 10 minutes against.
Right.
And the reason for that is because the team that was on there had completely worn the opposition down.
But it's a different era now, isn't it?
No. That's why I'm saying you're asking the wrong person.
Okay, well, you gave quite a long answer for the wrong person.
I mean, that was quite the sentence, really. They never made many changes back in the day. Oh, they couldn't. They only had one. But you're right, he argued for 5 subs.
Yeah.
And he's been one of...
Yeah, he's been quite reluctant to make them, hasn't he?
He's been more reluctant. I don't know.
Stevie, which managerial situation is worse? Chelsea or PSG?
Nah.
Chelsea.
Come on.
You think so?
Well, because you've got no chance. He's got no chance. You know, there are certain things that you need to do at PSG, and one of them, we spoke about on the show, is you need to sit Neymar.
Right.
Or sit one of the 3, because the 3 can't play. Or it's to the detriment of the team in the bigger games if the 3 of them are on the field at the same time. I mean, that's kind of... Whereas you go to Chelsea, you've got a million problems.
Right.
And it's a question of which one's the toughest one to make. There's just so many things that he has to do that they just make it impossible. At least you've got a glimmer of a chance at PSG.
What do you think, Frank?
I agree with Stevie. I think Chelsea is a big mess right now, where Paris Saint-Germain, they still have some hopes, challenges. You know, they're first in the league, Ligue 1, and they are in the Champions League where they can go through. Where I don't think Chelsea is going to be able to turn around and put down Dortmund. And even though what you have to build there, you will need another season to see maybe the end of the nightmare. So it's a big shamble at Chelsea, where I think it's something sortable, you know, at Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, there's a slight counter-argument to that. I think there's a fair chance Galtier will be out of work before Graham Potter.
Oh, it's going to be close, yeah. Who's more likely to turn things around in their respective second leg, Craig, and advance to the next round? PSG, Chelsea or Spurs? PSG lost 1-0 to Bayern, Chelsea lost 1-0 to Dortmund.
Most likely it's going to be Spurs.
Spurs lost 1-0 to Milan.
Because Milan are the weaker of all those teams.
Yep.
Chelsea actually, we were talking on the show about there's any sort of beacon of light for Chelsea at the moment. I think the general performance in Dortmund is pretty good. Bad goal they gave away. But I think Spurs at home, against not a very good Milan side.
You're nodding, Stevie? You agree?
100%.
Yeah. Frank?
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah.
Okay, final question is about you, Frank. I've heard that traditionally French sports teams don't mind losing away, but would put heroic efforts at home so they can enjoy the night on the town after. Is there any truth to this? What were the major differences between the French and English changing rooms?
Can you repeat, because I'm not sure I understood what you said.
So they're saying that French teams would try harder at home than they would away because they want to do well at home so they can go out in the night.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. I always thought that you maybe work harder because you want to please your fans, because you play at home. Whether you want to go out or not, it's going to be an issue if you play for Marseille or you play for Saint-Etienne, because fans are crazy down there, and if you lose, of course you cannot go out. They're going to kick you out of the nightclub or wherever you're going to be. That's for sure. But no, I don't think so. I think that's just legendary, let's say, but I don't believe that.
Okay, and the last bit is, what were the major differences between the French and English dressing rooms for you, Frank? Obviously, beautiful Craig Burley was in there with you.
Well, you know what? What I love the most about an English dressing room, with all the British that I saw, is the fighting spirit. Doesn't matter what you want to achieve, you always have, players who are ready to give their lives for the club they are playing for. And it's what I found with Craig, with Dennis Wise, with Marcus, with Steve Clark, and so many others that I really be amazed about. They are ready to fight, and they go for it, and they will never give up, and they will give you the good spirit. So yeah, it's nice to be in an English dressing room or British dressing room instead of French one, where people think they're mostly artists than anything else.
Wow.
The big difference would be obviously the British sense of humour.
Yes, and
which is slightly drier, shall I say?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a slightly different sense of humour that takes a lot of the European lads, Central European lads, a bit of time to get into.
Yes, but when they're into it, they're into it.
There is one.
Right. Anything more about substitutes, Stevie?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Anything more on substitutes?
You never used to use 3 or 4 subs.
That's it. We're done. ESPN FC is back tomorrow. Craig and Stevie will be here to reflect on Liverpool against Real Madrid. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.